I thought I'd show you how I put the sample together. So I had my mad scientist and I had a ball breaking through the window and then it bounces around. But I wanted to show you what the layers look like and what the keyframes look like so you kind of have an idea. If I take my header up here at the top, I could scrub it left and right, and you'll notice that nothing changes between frame 1 and 20. And so when I take my header, nothing moves. But once I get to frame 20, you'll notice I have new keyframes, so things will start happening. First thing you notice is that the glass breaks, and what I did is I took the glass and put it on a separate layer. So if I click on these pieces, you'll notice the window layer lights up. So these little pieces here are actually on the layer called window. If I turn off all the layers except for that one, you could see the glass breaks, and each one of these frames is the glass moving down a little bit more and a little bit more. And so that's how I got the glass to break. Down here, I take a look at the layer and I named it ball, so I know that this is going to be the layer that my ball's on and moving. And you can see all the keyframes. Notice I squashed it when it came across the side wall. If I turn the background back on, you can see that I squashed it. At certain points I wanted to look like it was coming towards me, so I made it get bigger. And then you'll see that we're coming up to a keyframe right here, and what that is when I click on it and turn it on, that's where I made it look like it kind of hit glass, and so I put a little pink dot, and then I wanted to look like it was going towards the back wall, so then I made it progressively get smaller. And that's how the ball bounced. And then when I look at these other ones, we talked about the broken glass. This frame here is the professor. On keyframe 90, you'll see when I click on it, the beaker is selected. But I needed the beaker to break, so I had to create a new keyframe without the bottom part of the beaker. And then I took the broken pieces and put them on a separate layer up above it. And so these pieces that come flying at you are on a separate layer. If I turn off the drawing layer, you'll see the pieces of the glass. And then what had to happen is I wanted to make the ball look like it was going in front of the professor. So for the majority of the animation, it's behind him. But I needed it to go in front of him, so I took the ball and cut it out from the ball layer. So you'll see the ball layer stops here. I cut it, moved them up, and pasted it in place. And so now the ball is on top of the professor, so it looks like, or the scientist, so it looks like it's going in front of him. And then for the bubbles, I just did it frame by frame. So if you look here, on this frame, I have 5 bubbles, and then I have more, and then more, and more, and I just copy, pasted more and more and more. And then I started deleting them one by one, frame by frame. And when I ended, I came back, the mad scientist is all one piece, the window's not broken. So when it loops, I have a fresh start to the animation. So if I hit return command and play it, you can see the animation happening and the bubbles come up, and then it resets the scene so the ball can break the window again. So that's not required for this project, but it's just a good thing to practice. So that's how I put the sample together. Good luck.